Good afternoon. It's the 16th of December. About 15 minutes ago, we had the announcement that the Fed was raising rates as has been anticipated, 1/4%. We've had an interesting reaction to that. I will tell you this, that as we had thought, we felt the market could react and move around, and then it would probably return to other normal things that affect the market besides this announcement, because it was already known it was going to happen. Most of the day, the reaction of commodity markets was lower due to much lower crude oil prices. That really was the news, not so much the anticipated Fed announcement. What came out was and the statement made that everyone seems to be poring over, is the Fed said they would look at a gradual policy looking forward as needed, which made it seem like this was not going to be an aggressive stance they had toward raising rates. They would just watch factors that would give them the direction on what they should do. So let's look at what's happened. When this came out, the cotton market rallied about 25 or 30 points. After that, it backed off. It's right now closing down 3 at 63.28 with a high of 63.62 and a low of 63.06. Soybeans were down 4. They stayed down, as did corn and wheat all day, and even the announcement of the Fed had caused no reaction in grains. Soybeans down 4 at 8.63 1/4 with a high of 8.71 and a low of 8.56. We've got corn down 6 3/4 at 3.70 1/2 with a high of 3.77 3/4 and a low of 3.69 1/2. We've got wheat down 10 1/2 at 4.83 3/4, a high of 4.97, a low of 4.83 1/2. Looking at other things, the stock market rallied right after this came out. It's still probably pretty close to where it was when the Fed made its announcement, with the Dow Jones right now up 85. The dollar rallied, and this was probably the most interesting thing. The dollar rallied with the announcement and then turned around and had a good sell-off. And right now the dollar is down 16. At the time this came out, I think the dollar had gotten up about 40 or so, and then sold back off. Crude oil rallied some from its lower level, and then it sold back off. It's right now down 164 on the day. Let's see, gold and silver. Gold rallied, but then retreated some from its level. So an immediate reaction through most of the markets that were positive from where the market had been trading just before that, whether it's stocks, whether it's commodities of different types, energy, dollar, everything rallied. And then it seemed to get back to its business. So that's really it. Remind you that tomorrow we'll have our export report. The E3 weekly market report will come out with exports at 7:30 tomorrow morning. We'll have an earlier than that morning update. So join us tomorrow morning, and we hope you have a good evening. Thank you.